Hello and welcome to Courtesy Flush. Welcome back, Nick.
Good to be here.
Good to be here. Hold on, let me turn your mic up. There you go. Say something.
Something?
Give me some talking, Nick. Tell us how you've been doing, Nick.
I guess I've left the house a bit more. I went back to volunteering for the second week in a row.
Yeah. What do you volunteer at? What do you do?
Railroad Preservation Group, Midwest Railway Preservation Society here in Cleveland, Ohio. West 3rd Street, down in by the steel mills, which is why it's allowed to still exist, because anybody who would want to develop it would take one look at the environmental remediation necessary and run screaming the other way.
Yeah, well, I also noticed that it's a very good place for people to do a lot of street art.
There's a fair bit of that.
It's like it's a really nice place if you really want to get to see some pretty decent street art. There's some other places in town. That's one of them, from my experience.
I think a little bit more north of us, There's one building by the intersection of Quigley and West 3rd that has some stuff on it, but like for the stretch we're on, it's like you go from Quigley and then there's us and then there's nothing until you hit the steel mill.
Wow. Man.
So there's like, it's not that like there's nobody around. There's no cops. There's no anybody around.
Well, I feel like that's a lot of Cleveland, honestly.
True.
I felt like I get away with a lot when I'm downtown. Sired, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully hanging out with us can at least make your day better, dude. And don't worry, you didn't miss anything last week. We only streamed one day. Kevin got a little tired working and was just not able to stream on Wednesday. And then Goat actually decided that he wanted to postpone Shadowrun for that weekend because he was just feeling a little out of it. So I was like, you know what, let's just take a break for a little while. So we're going to come back this week and we'll stream a little more. Tonight we're going to be playing a game from my childhood that I really like, Quest for Glory 4, Shadows of Darkness. It's actually the first one in the series that I ever played as a kid. I didn't even have the other ones up until this point. And then when I got older and I was living with my grandma, digging through her old games, of course, she had the other. She had 1 and 2. She didn't have 3. We ended up finding 3 at a thrift sale. And then 5 came out, I think, later in the, 1999 or something. It was, later in the mid-90s. And we ended up getting that as well. And it was really nice. It was really cool. Oh, Cena's Ready to Suffer. Well, don't worry. It's actually pretty cool. I really like this game. And I hope you guys do, too. And if you don't, well, then I won't be too sad. I'll be half sad. It's okay. And Ed, I'm hoping that your time ends up being all right this week as well, man. I hope we all have a good time this week. Quest for Glory 4. Am I being detained? Hey, thanks for the subs, Zenith. Appreciate it. Thanks for the sub, Zenith. Oh, we reached that point in the Under Killing Moon soundtrack where it just starts getting weird. So I know we played it too long.
I didn't realize for a moment that was still Under a Killing Moon.
Yeah, well, it's like the offices or something. It's later in the game. So what you're saying is Nick likes a good caboose. Yeah. Nick can also move a whole train by himself. We have all this Nick lore that we can go into at some point. He laughs, but it's true. Nick, beyond his nerdy exterior, is a super buff dude. He hides it very well. I remember we were moving something, and I think it was the sofas or something at the old place. It was one of the big ones. You were just we're oh, you need some help? You're no, I got it. It's one-handed. I felt like that Nick Swartzen thing where he's just Nicholas, you could fight crime. And I'm sitting there shit, Nick's probably Batman. This is insane. But yeah, I play.
If I was Batman, I would not be living with my parents for multiple reasons.
That's perfect. Anyway, so this game, I played this game a lot when I was a kid. It was incredibly buggy. Like, it was super buggy. Like, you get out of the cave in the intro, and you go down a slide, and it just crashes every time. And it was like a whole bunch of other bugs as well. Fortunately, we're playing it on Scum VM, which actually fixes most of the Sierra SCI issues from what I've experienced so far. So we're going to play that. If you will, go ahead. We'll go ahead and pop on over to the stream here once you hit start. Hit it again because it was, yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
So if I remember correctly, last time we got kidnapped and that was the end of the game?
Yeah, we were teleported. We were doing like a weird ant dance. And here we are flying through the mountains. As we... This came out like 1994 or 3 or something.
Import.
Please insert your saved character disc from any of the first 3 Quest for Glory games.
Go back out. Hit OK. Hit cancel. I want to see the create a character screen just so you can see that how they change it. So these are the 3 characters you could make in this series. Well, go back. Oops. Don't click on stuff. How dare you?
Sorry, I was assuming.
Look at these cool 90s graphics, Nick.
Yes, very cool.
It's very spooky. I will find another squad, Ren. Don't worry. Look at that, Nick. And there's a bat.
Okay.
All right, well, make me sad. Click on a character. Let's go back to the main menu. That's the only way to get back to the main menu.
Okay.
So we teleported from not Africa to not Transylvania.
Certainly seems like it, yeah.
Yes. Let's go ahead and import.
Please insert your...
All right. And you're going to go to Quest for Glory 3. That's all the imports for that. Nick. Save. Nick.save, yeah.
Okay.
Your character has been successfully imported. Welcome to Shadows of Darkness.
They also upped your skills, I think. Hit Wizard. They always ask this in case there's a mess up. Yeah, you were at like sub 200 on all of these. This game was being very nice to you. Which means that you get 100 points to put into something, so you better use them wisely. Hey, Virix, it's good to see you, man. Virix, Dreamcore.
Any particular...
Well, the game maxes out at 400. So something that you probably are going to need to use a lot that you don't have a lot of. I would say whatever your heart desires. I know too much about this game, so I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to let you decide.
Good.
No, not climbing, Sired. How dare you? Nick has the power of magic.
I'm a wizard, gosh darn it.
He could levitate by raising his arms in a Y, and then it goes up and down. It's kind of sad, honestly. Sired's probably right, but, let's not.
Yeah, I mean, I've come this far without climbing. Why start now?
First time I played Ravenloft was a lot like the Skeleton King. Yeah. Song sounds super familiar. I think it's because it's in the same beat as Hotel California. It has that same tempo.
Okay. I tend to die a lot, so let's...
Yeah, you do. Oh, look, you're making a decision on vitality? What an option.
How do I...
Oh, right click.
Ah.
Yeah. And he goes up 5 points per, so you have 100 to spend, Nick. Billy, John's like, hey, how you doing? He's like agility. No. John, quit looking at stuff. Don't tell Nick stuff. Let him make, no! I'm kidding, it's fine. All of them are actually good skills. You're gonna need them all. Luck, you're gonna need it. Frog coming in here with the wisdom. Oh, dodge, really? What are you afraid of? What's gonna happen, Nick? It's not like you're about to get attacked by bats or anything scary in the sky where your spells can't reach them.
Joy.
Actually, you will need the keyboard. I forgot the battle system in this game. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and get the manual for this game because it's also got one of those 90s. Yes, praise the sun, but don't come crying to me when you're out of magic and get chased up a ladder by a wire spider. Well, that's an idea. Ryder's like, yeah, Luck's a horrible skill to raise. See, Ryder's a good source of information, as you know. This is Quest for Glory 4, Shadows of Darkness, Dave. And he makes a point to say that Katrina is hot.
Okay. I have made decisions.
All right, let's see what happens.
Probably poor decisions, but I have made decisions.
You awaken from nightmares of flying and falling. You find yourself in this strange place. The only illumination, an eerie green glow. You've lost your weapons and the contents of your backpack somewhere during the journey. All you have are the clothes and armor on your back. This leaves you with 4 burning questions. Where are you? How did you get here? Who brought you here? And how in blazes can you get out of here? No, make that 5 burning questions. What city did your luggage end up in this time?
Yeah, good question. Hey, there you go. You teleported from the you kicked. Okay, so you killed the demon wizard. You actually blew his head off.
Yes.
And you kicked it.
Yes.
Into a crevice. And now we destroyed the demon wizard, and then you started to get magical ants in your pants. So yeah, look around the room and decide on what you want to do. I'm going to watch you struggle for a minute before I give you hints.
The deteriorated corpse has grown partway into the cave wall.
Oh, look, your future. Get used to it.
You are in a large cave, dimly lit by
Thank you,
glowing
Nebuchadnezzar,
light on the walls.
for the courtesy.
Strange, irregular outcroppings of stone grow from the ground, looking like the skeleton of some enormous beast. Here and there, petrified human bodies seem to grow half in, half out of the floor and walls.
Ooh.
Given the rest of the skeletons, I'm going to go ahead and assume that it's not just that it looks like the petrified skeleton of a huge beast, that it is in fact the petrified skeleton of a huge beast.
Wow. Let's get close to it so you can take a look at it.
This is some kind of altar to the Dark One. The top is covered with sand. Torch holders flank the altar to provide light for nameless rites and unspeakable rituals.
I mean, it probably does have a name, they just don't tell you.
Oh, the Dark One?
No, the rituals.
Oh, yeah, they do. They absolutely do. Very observant.
It looks like a torch, but there doesn't appear to be any pitch or other flammable material on it.
Maybe you should have a torch. You can't really see. Yeah, you can also right-click to cycle through your...
Okay.
Look at the hand, it moves.
Also seems to be somewhat amputated.
It is. So, there you go.
You take the torch.
Excellent. Now you have a torch that doesn't have any fire on it. Oh, you want to take 2 torches, Nick? What are you going to do with 2 of them?
Can I take 2 of them?
I don't know.
This torch is firmly embedded in its holder.
There's your answer. You cannot take 2 torches, Nick. That's too many torches. What do you think you're gonna be, the torch man, just flinging around with your torches? What do you have in your inventory? Let's take a look You have your armor, you have your gold, your royals that you had from last game. How many royals did you bring with you? It contains the money you have with you. 1 crown. That's it.
I feel like we had more money, but I don't know.
Well, maybe it's in the cave somewhere, and you just need to look for it. You gotta go.
You're in a large cave.
You already looked at that.
Okay. Well.
Also, you might want to use your finger on stuff. It's the best way to interact with the environment.
Okay.
What are you doing? Oh. Yeah, just click 12. Yeah, and then save. Those are a bunch of test games to make sure it was working.
A brief search reveals a piece of hard grey rock, which you take, and some coins, 3 crowns and 13 kopecks.
Look at that. You got money now, Nick. You're not poor.
You find 30 assorted copper and gold coins on the body.
Wow. I applaud you for looking twice. Most people don't do that.
That didn't do anything. That didn't do anything.
That didn't do anything. Very clever, Nick. I'm really proud of you. You're doing good.
You search the desiccated body. The only still usable item is a dagger, which you pick up. However, lying around the bones are some coins, 5 golden coins. Each have a crown stamped onto them. And 13 small copper coins, each stamped 1 kopeck.
There you go. That was your you did it point. You got a point awarded to you. They play a fanfare for every time you do a good job.
That didn't do...
Check your inventory, see what you picked up. Look, now you have a weapon.
Yay, weapon?
Yeah, that's not the dagger you took with you, but hey, you take anything. So the currency of this part of the world is crowns and kopecks.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just logging in to get the sorry, the manuals. I couldn't think of the word. So it was like in my head, and I was like,
It seems to be a kind of stone valve acting as a door to the passageway beyond.
What was that thing you picked up? The rock.
I guess I did pick up a rock, didn't I? I don't know that it would do anything, but we can try.
That didn't do anything useful.
Look at the rock. See what it is. Flint. It weighs 2 quarks. Well, yeah. And then a super long description about what flint is. You strike the spark with the flint and dagger to light the torch. Yeah, there you go. Look, now you have a torch.
It seems...
And now it's not, well, it's not dark around, like, 5 feet around you, which is better than nothing. I gotta get this code to log in to get it. Dancing Lights. Yes, that's right. You do have a spell called Dancing Lights. Yo, is the monkey in this game from last time? Oh, you mean Manu? No, he's not in this game. I'll spoil that for you. He's not.
You light the torch in the sconce with the one you are carrying.
Wow. You're gonna do this?
I mean, why
not? Put the torch back in the sconce.
Why? What are you doing? You're gonna so you're gonna summon a dark one? Nice.
Torch.
Good start to the game. He just ends the world.
Well, I don't know. Maybe the Dark One's lonely and is looking for a friend.
You are in a large cave.
Okay.
You are in a large...
Yeah.
You are in a large...
No.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get these things. I did not prepare for that. There we go.
It seems...
Cool. I am getting them now.
You force the sphincter open with your dagger and pass through.
Ooh, a sphincter. Look at that.
You've made it into a large chamber. Stone valves, like the one you just passed through, apparently block 3 other passageways. There is a huge stone altar in the center of the room, and an exit to the south.
Well done. All right, now I'm in my...
Someone has placed a large sheet, like a sort of makeshift shroud, over the withered corpse. It also has a small money...
Yeah! You gotta rob that.
That didn't do it.
Yeah, it's weird. You gotta rob this corpse.
You pick up the canvas sheet and take 3 crowns and 17 kopecks from the pouch. He won't be needing them anytime soon.
Hell yeah. Well done, Nick. Let's save the game. Because that's a smart thing to do.
The rough stone altar is covered with dark stains as of blood long since dried to powder. You feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it.
Cool. All right. Holy heck. Yeah. The professor or the dwarf from the Lord of the Rings. Yeah. This is...
A stone valve blocks this
John Rhys
passageway
Davies.
to another part of the cave.
This is the same guy from Indiana Jones.
Try as you might, the stone valve will not open. Perhaps this isn't the right time.
Grave robbing for fun and profit. Nick is the MVP. It sounds like Strahd got so bored that
Try
he
as
decided
you
to
might,
narrate everything that happens in his
stone
realm. Yeah. I'm sure the magical ants robbed you. Yeah, that's true. Telling Nick to finger stuff. Now we're getting the stream off to a good start. Yes, we
Try
are.
as you might.
Yes.
Okay, well.
When in doubt, finger out.
You're in the heart of the cave.
There's an exit to the south.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to next.
Oh, look, bats. You better move now. Oh no! Look at all the spells you have on your bar. You can just hold and click, and that'll cast them. Hold them, and he'll cast it eventually. Wow, they go right underneath your bats. I guess you have to get up there and hit them, Nick. Nick, are you gonna die to bats?
Probably. How do I...
Go right. You have to get closer to the bats.
No, but how do I attack?
Oh, hold shift and then hit an arrow key. So up or down will do it while holding shift. So that'll do jump, holding shift and hitting right. Down? Or no, you click. This is great. Gross. I agree, Zachary. That was a gross thing that I said. There you go. You're doing so good, Nick. You have no stamina. You're winning the game. Down, 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 down. Okay, you got one, and you're horribly poisoned, so there you go. Oof. They only have like a sliver of health left, so you just need to keep striking at them. I'll pull up the manual and we'll see the controls in a minute. I'm downloading the manual right now. Strike. There you go. You did it.
In a bitter battle, you were better than the badders. You kicked some butt, too.
There you go. Look at all of your stats now. You have half your health poisoned, and you have no stamina. But look at all the magic you saved. And you too can save magic 15% or more when you get attacked by bats in a cave because they fly, and it's really hard to cast Fireball. Well, it's not really hard to cast Fireball. You just won't survive the explosion because you blow up a fireball in a cave. all that expanding force has to go somewhere.
A heavy rope bridge spans the deep chasm.
Oh, look, a rope bridge. How are we gonna get across this thing?
This is gonna be bad, isn't it?
You would not. I don't know. Try. Test the rope.
You cautiously test the rope before crossing. It feels as though it's firmly anchored on both ends of the chasm. A rope might be useful, but it's firmly attached on both ends. You think about cutting it loose, but then decide that you may have to come back this way again.
Wow.
It would be nice work if you could get it, but you don't know a flying spell. The best you can do is to levitate, but that just takes you up and down, unless you can find a way to let the wind help you.
I can't, levitate and just, pull myself along the rope.
That is a good point. If only the wind can help you somehow. It is pretty windy in here, as you could tell by the 4 sprigs of wind. I think, Battle for Dune as well, yeah.
You can see the entrance to a large cave at the bottom of the pit. You catch an occasional glimpse of a horrid, multi-tentacled monster just inside the cave.
Whoa. They must have paid John Rhys Davies a lot to read all these puns. They paid him a lot, I'm assuming. He reads everything.
Or perhaps a second outlet from the large one.
He reads everything, and he also voices, I think.
You can see a glint of light somewhere beyond this exit.
Some of the characters who didn't have all the voice lines.
Much of the upper ledge.
All right, so what are you thinking, Nick? My favorite D&D trap was from 10x room with an illusion of 100 and 100x room filled with a dragon. Oh, yeah, that's a cool idea. What are you thinking, Nick? How do you think you're going to get across this horrible chasm?
Well, I know what I want to do, but it won't let me.
What is it? What do you want to do?
I want to levitate and grab and pull myself along the rope, but...
That's not going to happen. So what else do you have? Cool, we got the manual here.
Oh, I have a sheet.
Ooh, you got a sheet.
As you hold up the sheet like a sail, you can feel the wind pushing it, and you, towards the pit. Unfortunately, you're a little too heavy. You don't think the wind is powerful enough to push you across safely.
Okay.
It's hard to do much with the wind pushing at your sheet, so you put it away.
Okay. I think...
So you're going to cast something?
I'm going to cast Levitate.
It's the one with the sphere on... It's the one on the right, yeah.
That one? Mm-hmm. Okay. And I can't use my inventory.
Hit down, or click the floor. Yeah.
You could definitely feel the wind rushing past you as you floated in the air. But there wasn't quite enough push.
All right, I got the combat.
You need to find
here.
a way to catch more of the wind to sail your way across.
So shift is the modifier for the arrow keys. So the arrow keys move by themselves. You can jump up and down. You can duck with up and down, and you move left to right. But when you hold shift, they turn into your attack keys.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I got the official manual. Your cursor looks like a World War II orc one. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Click on the rope and hit fly across.
It would be nice work if you could get it, but you don't know a flying spell.
Well, click the
best
sheet.
You can do is to levitate, but that just takes you up and...
click the sheet on the rope.
That didn't do anything useful. As you hold up the sheet like a sail,
click.
You can feel the wind.
And then use the spell. Look, you did it, Nick. You made it.
You just barely made it across the pit.
That tentacle wanted to give you a little tickle.
Apparently. I guess we'll go back this way then.
Yeah. chomp.
You slip through the mouth of the cave, just in time to avoid being crushed by its closing jaws.
Taking his time, coming across.
You are alive! Only one person has ever walked away from there before. Who are you? How did you get here? Oh, there are so many questions I want to ask you, but I have to get home quickly. It is so dangerous out at night in Mordavia. The town is due north of here. Be careful. There are many bad things wandering around. Good luck.
Wait.
Oh, by the way, my name is Katrina. I hope we meet again sometime. Farewell.
I mean, you could take me home with you. I'm in place of need to sleep for the night.
You're just going to attract monsters to her. She doesn't need your drama.
This symbol looks like a six-armed starfish, or perhaps
fair.
like the tentacles of an octopus. You sense a feeling of strange, chaotic power from it.
Ooh, a six-armed tentacled beast.
Can I take it?
The six-pointed symbol seems to pulse with energy and comes loose in your hand when you touch it. You have the feeling that you may need this sign, so you carefully store it in your pack.
There you go.
I believe they call that kleptomania.
Tentacles are friends. Yeah, take care, Wraith.
This symbol looks like a mouth with pursed lips. This symbol is a stylized representation of a crossed pair of bones.
He's like,
a long crack
I've only got
developed
one
near
question
the base of the
after.
archway, although it still looks stable. This symbol is really abstract. You may have seen it once before, described in an ancient book as the sign of essence, or one's inner nature.
I mean, it did look like somebody's digestive system in there sometimes, so...
Well, you did walk out of a living cave.
Yeah.
This is the symbol of blood, in the form of a huge carved droplet.
Excellent.
The cloud symbol is a traditional representation of breath, and of
Wait, what?
The cloud symbol is a traditional representation of breath. And of course, the dark cloud symbol is a representation of bad breath.
Oh, I have never heard that one before.
This strange symbol is the traditional magic representation of the senses. The archway above the path is inscribed with 8 arcane symbols. You recognize 7 of them, from Arcania 101, no doubt, as the symbols of blood, bone, breath, essence, heart, the mouth, and the senses.
There we
The
go.
8th is new to you. It looks a bit like a 6-tentacled starfish, or perhaps more like a squished squid. Something about the symbol fascinates and scares you at the same time.
It's a spooky symbol.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go follow Katrina and go safely to town. Safe? Oh, you didn't save the game? What are you afraid of?
Dying
Oh.
repeatedly.
You did great in Quest for Glory 3. You killed a whole bunch of ants. Yeah, you just... This place
The path is
scary.
dripping with slimy goo. You're having a hard time maintaining your footing on it.
Very slippery, huh? Oh, look, you stopped being poisoned.
Oh, that's nice.
There you go.
This tall standing stone has been carved so that the top looks like a squid is perched upon it.
Slime and goo, that's what they're calling it today, yeah.
A pool of sticky, greasy-looking slime dominates this area below the cave. A stream of slimy goo oozes down the right side, and goo dripping on the path makes it slimy and treacherous as well.
That's a very slimy place. Welcome to scary, spooky land. Let's go right.
You know, if this existed in the real world, somebody would be harvesting that and selling it as a natural organic lubricant.
Interesting you say that.
Oh no.
Anyway, let's keep going left.
Is it too late for me to leave? Say that I regret my life decisions.
Don't walk into the dark.
Small hummocks of earth and grass rise out of the seething swamp.
I was gonna say, don't walk into the dark, greasy-looking water with hands coming out of it.
I'm sure that
the decayed remains of a human arm claw at you as if to drag you down to share its doom.
You just give it a high five.
Like, high five. You go, buddy. Yeah, let's walk around the... Okay, next question.
Hey, you made it. You're not in Spielberg, don't worry.
No, it's like, this is too nice now. Like, it went from 100 to 0 real quick.
Well, you were in a bad area. Every part of town has a bad area. This place has a lot of bad areas. You're just in a pocket nice one. All right, but yeah, let's go north. Let's turn up the game speed a little bit, a few inches, just a tad bit. The left, yeah, not that high, but low. Yeah, that should be good. Only because it's gonna take you forever to do. There we go, a lot faster.
A babbling brook chatters its way through the forest. The stream water is cold, crisp, and clear. It tastes refreshing.
Remember, we just got to keep going north.
Okay.
Slimy goo tentacles. Are you sure you aren't in Japan? The gang visits the Ohio River. Big oof. That's some fucking mood whiplash right there. Yeah.
I mean, granted, I'm not in southern Ohio that much, so I don't know how bad the
Grey
Ohio
rocks
River
litter
is.
the ground everywhere, reminders of glaciers long since passed.
The Cuyahoga River, on the other hand.
Yeah.
It doesn't bud.
You don't need all the flowers.
What if I wanted flowers?
That's
What if
fair.
I wanted the pretties?
Yeah, I fair enough. I played this game so much as a kid, and that area you just left used to scare me. And I just genuinely thought this game was very spooky.
Pine trees grow in profusion in this cool climate. In winter, they needle the deciduous trees mercilessly.
Wow.
The trees in this part of the forest feel particularly wooden. You grab a handful of rocks.
You don't need those rocks, Nick.
Okay.
You can't throw, remember?
Yeah, I'm well aware. Is that the...
Yeah, you have 2. They wear 30 quarks, which you can't carry with your weak wizard frame.
Which one is drop?
The hand. There is no drop in this game. You just gotta throw them.
Okay.
Go right.
Go right?
Mm-hmm. You gotta click all the way on the edge, yeah. Whoa! Cast your fireball, Nick. He's gonna kill you. This doggo just came out of nowhere. There you go, yeah. Fire. Oh, he's gonna kill you. Necrotar Chow. And all this time you thought Necrotars were vegetarians. Your final battle certainly ruled out that theory.
Okay, then. When did I save this?
Back at the entrance to that weird cave.
Okay, well.
You gotta turn the game's speed up again. Well, once he's done moving. It locks when you're in the middle of an animation. Okay. They do this in all the weird SDI games. Yeah, you're good. Well, that's one.
The path is dripping.
Yeah, it was like whoever that music was like shredding on the guitar. Okay, 2-1 because of the bats. The music is awesome.
I didn't die.
No, it's nighttime. It's still nighttime in this. You waited so long looking at everything. By the time you were ready to come to this area, it turned day.
Oh.
Yeah. See?
I see.
Spooky, scary music now. Now it's nice because the sun's coming out.
Here's a question, though. You may not be able to answer because spoilers, but Katrina was saying that, you don't want to be caught out at night, but what the heck was she doing there?
She clearly lives in this place and is a lot better. Let's face it, Nick. Everyone else in all the Quest for Glory games walks around the wilderness and nothing bad happens to them. You go outside and a giant zombie dog attacks you.
I think it was a zombie cow.
Yeah, it was a dog, Necrotar.
But tar is usually...
Well, let me pull it up in the manual. Let's see what it is. No. Well, that's what it looks like. Definitely looks like a cow, actually. That might be a cow. It looks like a cow and a dog mixed.
The curved staff has a very organic look to it. Its curves seem somehow feminine. You can feel a sense of magical power radiating all around it.
Shit, there you go. Get your
A
staff.
huge boulder raises a solitary wooden staff high above the clearing.
I mean...
The staff feels warm and almost alive in your hand. You hear an eerie voice in your head.
This I must first do. The sacrifice of life for one of love.
You find yourself letting go of the staff very quickly.
I would say so.
I mean, fair.
Let's go visit the shops and spend all those hard kopecks that you just made.
You! How did you get here? Why are you here?
Few
strangers come
and
to
I don't know.
Moldavia. I am the Burgomeister. It is my job to know everyone and everything that goes on here.
Oops.
You're not going to talk to the Burgomeister. You greet him. Click on your... Remember, polite.
The Burgomeister stares at you suspiciously.
Okay, fair.
Well, tell a bit about yourself.
You tell the Burgomeister about how you came here.
Do you expect me to believe such a story? That you could walk out of that cave alive? That the cave would be open? Tell me no more lies.
Music is great, though a little out of place, yeah. In Mother Russia, the store shops you.
My name is Dmitri Ivanov. I am the Burgomeister of this town.
So now you went from not Africa to not Russia?
I guess.
Not Transylvania?
My name is Dmitri Ivanov.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mordavia is a valley surrounded by mountains. There used to be a road which led from here, but heavy rains have created a swamp at the base of the mountain south of here. No wagons can get you in or out, nor can any person, except perhaps you.
Okay, so do something about the swamp eventually, I guess.
This is the town of Mordavia. There is an inn and a shop down the street where you can spend the night or get some supplies and be on your way. The sooner you leave, the better for all. There are many dangers in Mordavia, and we certainly do not need a stranger to stir up new troubles.
But what if I solve more troubles than I create?
Yeah, let's find out about some of these troubles.
Just leave Mordavia quickly. No good comes from outsiders, and we do not want you here.
Okay.
What about the danger?
There are many strange and dangerous creatures that live in Mordavia. Trust nothing. The gates of this town are closed at sunset.
He's a lot
Do
meaner
not let
than
yourself
Otto.
get caught outside after dark, for few can survive a Mordavian night or remain sane enough to speak of it.
Well, yeah, we were just attacked by a zombie.
Yeah.
The shop does not carry much. We have been cut off from supplies for a while now. Still, you may at least restock your food rations before you continue with your travels.
Now leave. His whole persona.
The Hotel
Get out.
Mordavia has rooms and food. It is a safe place to spend the night. Leave here quickly.
Goodbye.
Go, and soon.
Yeesh.
So you're getting some Spielberg vibes here. Remember, their valley was closed off by an avalanche.
Yeah, a little bit.
Seems like all the towns in this world seem to be getting, except for Tarna, which who cares about Tarna? The caravans are blocked
2.
because 2 was. Oh yeah, 2 had sandstorms or something.
Well, the first town, the town with the Kata, the one we originally went
Shapir.
to, Shapir. That one was fine.
Yeah.
It was the other town that was the
Oh,
problem.
Razir.
Razir, yes.
Okay.
But Shapir, you could, in theory, we could have left at any time. It's just that we,
We're like, hey, we're on a roll. We just defeated Baba
we were
Yaga.
on a roll. We had free room and board, so it's like, well, I mean, I might as well do something while I'm here.
Yeah. So you defeated Baba Yaga. You gave that skull a cool eye.
Yes.
You freed the Baron and turned Baron's son from a bear.
Mm-hmm.
So the Baron was no longer a bear.
Yeah.
And then you freed Elsa, who was the daughter, Elsa von Spielberg,
Yes.
from being a rogue. I mean, I feel like, I don't know. It's
who are we to project our history on
my rebellious teenage children. Quick, throw a dispel potion on them so that way they could become more obedient again.
Yeah, who are we to put our assumptions of historical gender dynamics onto a fantasy game?
Exactly.
But she probably had more freedom as the King of Thieves than
she was fucking up Spielberg
female
Valley.
noble.
Yeah.
Anyways,
so we clearly went from the Middle East in the first 3. Now we're in Soviet Russia, where the glory quests you. Does Quest for Glory 5 take place in Papua New Guinea or something? Hawaii, maybe? No, I think it takes place in like a Rome kind of area. Yeah, let's go into the shop. Oh, look.
This general
kitties.
store is cheery and well lit, thanks to the warm hearth. The first things that you notice are the cats. They seem to be everywhere. Then you see the shopkeeper, sitting on her rocking chair as she knits. She's a very, sturdy-looking woman.
So, you're the stranger in town. I've heard all about you already.
That didn't do anything.
Greet the nice lady, Nick.
Yeah, polite, aren't you? And manners are as manners do, as my husband used to say. We'll see. You can call me Olga. Mrs. Stovich is too formal after all. We don't welcome strangers here. They bring nothing but trouble. All the same, it's good to see a new face again.
Oh.
Let me see, what could you use? Well, besides my regular items like brooms and pens, I really don't have anything else for adventurers like yourself. You have some lovely sandwiches you can use for rations. And garlic, of course you'll need garlic. I've also got some oil you can use to keep the weapons and armor from rusting. And if you like sweets, I've got some yummy homemade candy. Although the garlic-flavored ones have all been purchased by now. I'll have to make some more. And a shopping bag to carry things in. I have a couple of those left.
There you go. Look at all of that stuff. So you can buy candy. You don't have to read all this.
Oh, now garlic is a must-have item. It's just 25 kopecks for a bulb, and it will add flavor to any food.
Storekeeper looks around nervously for a moment, then continues.
You know, some say garlic also has medicinal and protective properties.
I am concerned.
Yeah, well, you can buy candy, a clove of garlic, some trail rations, a shopping bag, a flask of oil, a pie pan, and a small hand broom. You get so many options for your adventuring needs, Nick. For opening a house and settling down.
I mean, if the swamp is blocking the path, like, it might not, like, it might be, hey, I am farmhand for hire.
That's true. You were a farmhand in Spielberg.
For a little bit.
Yeah, at the beginning. So much to hoard.
What would you like to know about? Yeah, Bella's a good woman. She's the one who really runs the inn. Her husband just gives orders. Someday she'll give Yuri a piece of her mind, and good for her. The things she puts up with. Bella, she was a pretty woman not long ago. Was not called Bella for nothing. Losing her only child really aged her. What a tragedy. The castle north of town was abandoned for many years. Then some strangers moved in 4 years ago. No one knows what goes on there now. But it won't be for the good, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Werewolves are gypsies, no question about it. They change into wolves at night, eating anyone they can get.
Okay, so
Nothing can kill a werewolf but silver or magic. So you be careful out in the woods at night. You hear me? The gypsy camp is not at all that far from here.
Yeah, Nick, if you got destroyed by a doggo, I doubt a full-on werewolf is going to be easily destroyed.
Well, I mean, yes.
That is a bad place, and you'd better have nothing to do with it. It is dangerous and should have been torn down long ago.
Welcome to not Russia. Enjoy your depression.
Never came back after asking questions about it. So don't let your curiosity be the death of you.
Oh, it's going to be the death of him.
Several times, in fact.
Probably. All right. Well, she's the gossip lady.
Yeah, my husband and myself had run this shop for many, many years. My husband passed on now, but I keep it just the way he liked it. A well-run shop is a busy shop, he always used to say. Not very busy anymore, what with the swamp. But I try to keep it going the best I can. Mostly housewares, but a few items that might interest you.
Maybe.
Okay.
She looks like my middle school bus driver. And the gulag.
This is a store counter. It's covered with more cats than merchandise. Either garlic is one of the most popular products here, or the shopkeeper ordered way too much and hasn't been able to get rid of it. You don't notice anything special there? The cozy cat conveys a calmness most common in comfortable confines.
Wow.
The cozy cat conveys...
Yeah. All right, well, let's go visit the inn. This is to the left. You came in to the left.
Goodbye. Or, as my dear departed Boris used to say, may the winds blow fair at your beck.
You're just hugging the wall. You're like, I don't really want him to see me. Oh, look.
You've entered a small but nicely furnished country inn. Stairs lead up to the guest bedrooms. The floor is covered with sawdust and peanut shells. The barrel contains the few shells that manage to land in it. The innkeeper stares at you with an expression of fear and astonishment. It is several seconds before he speaks.
This is the Hotel Mordavia. Rooms here are 15 kopecks for room and board. Pay for 1 week in advance. Your
not
room
bad.
will be the first room at the top of the stairs. When you want food in the morning or evening, just sit down over there by the door.
Pay the innkeeper for your room and board.
Your guy doesn't even let you do
Thank you
it.
for your payment.
Yeah.
He's just like, hey, introduce yourself to everybody, Nick. Say hello.
They stare at you in astonishment.
Introduce
You say you are a hero. Well, we will judge you here by your actions rather than your words.
Oh. The entire town is one
Magic is a
person.
very dangerous thing. We do not trust those who use or are used by magic. Make certain you do not give us any more cause for alarm.
Uh-oh. I think you're not welcome here, Nick.
I mean, I don't think I've been welcome here since the beginning, so... I think the only person who wanted me here was the person who teleported me here, and I'm not even sure that they want me.
They were like, oh shit, it's him. Well, at least they gave you blue pants this time. I noticed that they changed your wardrobe for you, so you're wearing fresh clothes, I suppose?
Anyways, because I looked it up because I was like, wait, where are peanuts native to? They're native to South America. So I don't know,
Transylvania?
like, I don't know why there's peanuts here necessarily. But anyways.
Yeah. I just noticed the talk to vampire has vampire teeth. It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk to the gang.
I am Hans. Pleasure's all yours. I'm a farmer of pumpkins and corn and a person of great importance here in lovely Mordavia.
Listen, I'm telling you, Igor's death must be avenged.
What?
Pleased to meet you. I'm Ivan, an elephant herder.
A bug.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
there are no more elephants in Mordavia, so business has kind of
No more
fallen
elephants.
off a tad.
What?
Okay. So peanuts are native to South America. Corn is native to the Americas. And then I don't know where the elephants are coming from. I'm going to be honest
They're
here.
elephant herders, man. It's a Russian elephant herders. Have you never... No? What?
Woolly mammoth, maybe. Elephant?
Yeah, that last voice clip was a bug.
Okay.
It's a later thing.
Okay. Wait, wasn't one of the guys' names Ivan?
I think so.
I am Hans.
Hans,
Listen, I'm
Franz,
telling you, Igor's
Click.
death must be avenged. Pleased to meet you.
Ivan,
I'm
okay.
Ivan, an elephant herder.
But it's Igor who...
Unfortunately, there are no more
Apparently.
elephants in Mordavia, so...
You'll see later. It's not.
Guys, is it just me or is Mordavia a wonderful place?
Oh, are you kidding? It's the greatest. There's many places to go, things to see. Are you kidding?
Right. Let's not forget that scenic cemetery to the east of town.
Everyone here's nothing but grins. Real friendly.
Yeah, except we don't know you. We don't like strangers.
Or anyone else that's weird and doesn't belong.
It's not. He's.
Sorry, I'll try to
He's like-
scowl more.
and that's a Midwestern accent. He's not Russian. Yeah.
Rumors. You talking to me? What rumors?
Huh.
Rodney
There are no
Dangerfield,
rumors
yeah.
here.
Unless you count the rumor that the castle is owned by...
Horse patootie. There are no rumors in Mordavia to speak of.
All right.
The town of Mordavia is a quiet place.
Filled with friendly, joyful, stinky people.
Well, I'm not so sure about the friendly part. We tend to be very suspicious of strangers like you.
Yeah, well anyway, the town is filled with joyful and stinky people.
Yeah, happy, joyful, and stinky people.
Well, I wouldn't call us particularly joyful. As a matter of fact, most of us are pretty glum.
Yeah, many stinky people.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it many. There actually aren't very many of us around here.
Oh, forget it. Well, at least he stinks.
All right. They're the people of Mordavia that you're being saving.
The Hotel Mordavia has been in my family for generations. It is the only place to be when darkness falls at night.
Yeah.
Everything else is closed, and even we lock the doors.
Is that a Dangerfield impression?
You must knock if you wish to come in.
Sounds like a mobster. Yeah, they do.
My name is Yuri Markarov. My wife's name is Bella. We are the owners of this inn. If you climb the stairs, your room is the first door on the right. The doors of the inn close before nightfall, so make sure you are always back before sunset.
Oh. There you go.
Make certain you are back in town before dusk. The gates of the town will close solidly to keep out any dangers.
Except for you can fly. What dangers is he talking about?
There are many ill things that roam this valley by night.
And
Make
day.
certain that you
Yeah.
never have to meet them. Never venture into the forest by night.
This is the part, so every
the
time we...
monastery is to the north
far
of
enough.
here. It has been abandoned for many, many years, but it has a bad reputation. No one in town will go near it. And if you have any sense, neither will you.
Okay.
Mr. Makarov sells lodging and pistols without safeties. No, I was going to say, this is the part of these point-and-click games. I think, first stream, we go through and we have to listen to what everyone has to say before we get to the meat of the game.
Yeah.
And I always feel like that's the part that always takes the longest. But once we're through with it, then the game really does pick up. So we'll just keep talking.
There is not
yeah,
much
I
for
was gonna
sale
say.
at the shop next door, but you may find something you need there.
Yeah. Well, as you know.
The Burgomeister is the mayor of the town. You will be wise to listen to what he says and stay out of trouble.
Duly noted.
All right.
Okay.
You can go to your room, or we can explore more of the town. You can just come back here later tonight.
Yeah, we'll come back later.
Garlic soap. Can you imagine how pungent you'd smell?
You don't have any rations. You better get some food soon.
Let's go to the general store and buy some.
So, you are still around, are you? When are you leaving Mordavia?
That's right. We need to get some food. Let's buy some rations. I mean, you could have ate at the end, but it's all right.
We'll support local businesses.
The vampires would start smoldering within 25
Hello?
paces.
Do you have any news?
Oh, look. The gossip lady. Hit on yourself to purchase items. Or you can tell about your adventures.
Oh, I need to...
So, you haven't been eaten yet. We'll see how long you last traipsing about everywhere when you should be staying in this nice, safe town.
Yeah, trail rations. You can only buy one at a time. Hit buy. Do it again. I think it's 100 kopecks to a crown. Yeah. So just buy a bunch. So that's 3, right?
Yeah. 4. 5.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. Anything else at the moment, or keep...
Yeah, you're fine. You can just
Okay.
leave.
As my husband used to say, come back again, sunshine or rain.
Let's go north and see what's in the rest
Okay.
of the town.
Wait.
Yep, smart man.
That way we don't have to go through all of that again.
I don't feel like this is a nice or safe town. Me neither, Ed. Yeah, you have to click. Yeah.
As you enter the northern part of the town, you hear the sound of a chisel chipping away at a stone block. A man is carving gravestones at one end of the street. Your attention quickly moves from the stone carver to the ominous Gothic building in the center of the street. There is definitely something not right about this structure.
Yeah. That
I
looks
mean, the
pretty...
demonic squid thing, honestly, it's kind of weird, but it's
looks,
fine.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, it looks kind of cute, actually.
This is a bas-relief of a strange creature. It looks like an octopus with only 6 tentacles. You have a creepy feeling as if it is looking right back at you.
Yeah, and there's scarabs and...
You don't notice anything special there?
Yeah.
You don't notice... It is a thoroughly uninteresting wall. Sort of a wallflower.
Well,
It is a thorough...
it's not really that uninteresting. It looks kind of cool. Let's go talk to this guy.
It's an advertisement for Igor's headstone business.
Igor.
The headstone carver stares at you and then goes back to work.
Oh.
You introduce yourself to the gravedigger.
Me, Igor.
All right, let's ask him some questions.
Building was Adventurers Guild. No adventurers, no guild. Town Mordavia, this north part of town. Oh, this day job. Also work graveyard shift. Little graveyard humor there. Igor dig graves in cemetery. Igor put dead person in grave. Igor cover dead person with dirt. Igor put headstone on grave. Oh, plenty job security around here. Business is piling up. Little graveyard humor there. Again.
Okay.
Oh, Igor not hear rumors. Igor not no stranger in town. Igor not no doctor make strange things in lab. Igor not no funny man in inn not funny. Igor not know many things. Igor not hear many things.
Sounds like
Smart man there.
Yeah.
You keep out of stuff.
Yeah.
Bad building. No go there. Bad, bad, bad.
Yeah, that monastery looks pretty spoopy. But that's the Adventurers Guild on the left. Look how great it is.
I mean, just a shining example of...
It's completely silent beyond the door.
Don't break it down.
The door is locked.
You'll just have to ask for a key.
It's too dangerous to use magic in town during the day. The townspeople are very suspicious of magic users.
Yeah. Well, let's go to the right. Unless you want to knock on the door of the monastery and see who's inside. What? Why are you saving the game? What are you worried about, Nick? It's just the door. It's a perfectly safe door.
Bad place. Very bad place. Go away. You'll be very sorry.
He doesn't know. You're an adventurer, Nick. You have magic. You'll be fine. Let's take a listen at the door.
Nobody ever listened to Igor.
The Hectopus has had the munchies ever since it got stoned. Fortunately for it, but not for you, it occasionally gets meals delivered right to the door.
And that is why I saved the game.
2 and 2. Right. Oh. Oh, look at this guy.
You greet the old man.
Good day. Have you seen my honor? I am Nikolai. Have you seen my honor? Honor. Have you seen my honor?
I think he's looking for someone named Anna.
I am looking...
Have you seen Anna lately?
I don't think I've seen an Anna. Anna.
Let's go ring the doorbell of that house that looks like a face with a weird nose on it. Look at the sign first before you click on it.
Oh no.
The sign reads, Dr. Cranium. You wonder what sort of medicine he practices.
Yeah.
Trepanation.
Let's click on the door. All right, press them in order.
The bust's eyes seem to follow you as you walk through the hallway. It reminds you of a porthole minus the glass cover, so it's definitely not a glass of port. This strange device is labeled Transcendental Receiving Animal Processor. I wonder if that stands for something. Be careful, it might be a trap. It's a truly impressive, original, multimedia work created out of whitewash and sawdust.
Interesting. There's a door to check out on the right.
It reminds you of a porthole minus...
It's clear.
Yeah, okay.
How interesting. It sounded as though someone knocked on the other side of the door as well, several times.
Let's open.
Oh no, you've been Antwerped. Fortunately, these are just baby Antwerps, so the attack wasn't fatal.
Remember that big blue Antwerp?
Yeah.
Boing, 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 boing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have you seen my honor?
There is no response to your knock.
Yeah. Then that one has to be safe.
Behind the door is a sort of rat maze, but it's missing the rat, or whatever is supposed to be traversing the maze.
Open it again.
Behind the door is a sort of rat maze, but it's missing the rat, or whatever is supposed to be traversing the maze.
You need a small creature to traverse that maze. Interesting. Let's check out that back door. Or you can click that. Welcome to the Transcendental Receiving Animal Processor. You can analyze the creature you wish to capture, then apply the proper bait. If the animal is in the immediate vicinity, the trap will catch it for you. If the animal is not in the area, you'll just have to catch it yourself, but at least you'll know what to feed it. Okay, so let's start by identifying your animal, okay? Is it alive? Is it fast? Is it vicious?
Are Antwerps vicious?
I don't know, is that what you're trying to identify?
Yeah.
Let you decide on that.
No.
Is it silly?
Yes.
Aha! So you're trying to catch a flying aardvark.
No.
You obviously have a craving for chocolate mousse.
No.
You aren't looking for an Antwerp, are you?
Yes.
You surely don't mean a full-size adult Antwerp, do you?
No.
Because baby Antwerps are avid avocado eaters.
Gotcha.
Do you have any avocado?
No, I don't.
Did you pick up any?
I don't think so.
You sure?
Do I? Is that what the sandwich is?
You have 6 sandwiches. These avocado and garlic sandwiches are the strangest adventuring meals you've ever encountered. Still, they do last a long time and will keep you from starving to death. Of course, you may wish you'd have starved to death if you have to eat them too often. Nothing like good old garlic and avocado.
It's the newest millennial craze, you know.
Sandwich.
Yeah.
Avocado was never high on your list of favorite foods anyway. The trap starts working. You've caught an Antwerp. It's simply amazing.
There you go.
Oops.
Wow, so they're millennial. Yeah. I had the feeling that John Rhys Davies to be slightly condescending when he reads the lines for the hints and help portions. Yeah.
You've caught an Antwerp. It's simply amazing.
Okay, what do I do with it?
Thank you, your Antwerp has been processed. Do you wish to identify another animal? Can't handle more than one, I see. Well, it's good to know your limits. Well, you can't take it with you, so
Okay.
maybe you could do something with it later.
Okay.
You faintly hear a voice saying, "Don't knock! Come on in!" from beyond the door.
Okay.
Unlock.
Okay.
Yeah, look at this, Nick. Key puzzle.
Oh, I have to slide things around.
No, you can switch in it from any position.
Well, yes, but that's like the purpose is the moving things around.
These are Nick's. He's pretty damn good at these kinds of puzzles.
Yeah.
Puzzles, yay! At least it's not Myst, where you press a button and you go, "What did that do? Why did this book transport me to a desert? Can I just go home?" Man, Myst is one of those games that it hyped itself, like everyone hyped it up back in the day, like this is the game that changed everything. And then I played it as a kid and I was like, this is boring. Nothing is happening. I want to fight a monster. Keep in mind, I played a lot of games like this and stuff that had way more animated characters and Wolfenstein. I play a lot of Wolf 3D. I remember my aunt and my grandmother playing this. My grandma really liked games like puzzle games, so she was more into RPGs. And she would get to the point with these puzzles, and she swore a lot. And she'd click on it, and then she would just hear, "God damn it!" and you could just throw something. She did not take losing to these kinds of games very well. Yeah, my grandma was incredibly justified. It was a cool setting and neat graphics, but very frustrating with the hint system. Agreed. Yeah. Oh. Maybe it goes in the middle.
I would assume so.
It's a key. Or a lock, I should say. Cool. Now you just gotta figure out what the side pieces are. Oh, it looks like you pretty much nearly figured it out. Nearly.
It's just trying to get the keys all to line up correctly.
There you go.
Yes.
You did it. Now go ahead and put your key in there.
You've uncovered a keyhole, but you don't have the proper key to open this door.
Oops. Where do you think that key could be, Nick? Well, think about it. You got. What happened when you came in here? You opened the door and a bunch of Antwerps came out.
So I'm assuming it's something to do with the. I haven't.
This is the Antwerp maze.
There we go.
Antwerps are naturally bouncy, so all you have to do is continually rotate the maze until the baby Antwerp bounces over to the key, then out through the exit.
Look at all those traps, yeah. So you have the arrows on the bottom there to click to rotate it. So you wait until he's in the right position and rotate it. You need to get the key, and then you need to make it out the exit on the side.
Okay. Keys. Oh, but I don't... Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to fall down the holes. It doesn't have to be perfect. Are you gonna go? Yeah.
No, I need...
I don't know where you're going.
I keep timing it wrong. Like, I'm trying to go this way.
Yeah. Just wait till it's at the bottom. Now. There you go. Now. There you go. Oh, I see what you mean. Flip. There you go. Oof. This is going to be tough. Middle. Oh, man. Good luck. Okay, you didn't lose it yet. All right. You're like, who would design this? Yeah, I'm having trouble breathing looking at this. I feel it, Ed. I feel it, man. Oh. Now you just gotta make sure you don't flip it in the middle.
Well, and even if... Oh, but it might bounce, too.
Yeah, and you have to restart the whole thing. So treacherous. Oh, there you go.
I think I keep having trouble because it's not, like, perfectly square aspect ratio or something. Like...
Yeah, it's like a little bit off. Nice. I just gotta time it to land in the middle. Nope.
No, that's where I want. I don't think I timed...
Yeah. Okay.
Or something. I don't know.
Yeah, my grandma would get really mad at this stuff because it was very frustrating. And it was justified. But they all most of my family played a lot of these point-and-click puzzle games. Back again.
Ooh, I did it even worse this time.
No, you're fine. Just don't die. Simple, Nick. You've done that before. But yeah, this Daggerfall was one she swore at a lot. But I thoroughly enjoyed this game as a kid because it had the spooky atmosphere and voice acting. I was really into spooky kind of games as a kid. Shivers was a great one because it just had that atmosphere. You just keep landing in the wrong spot, huh?
Yeah.
Did you know the game actually can be turned up to a higher difficulty, making all the puzzles harder?
I mean, we could.
But that would be a nightmare.
I mean, the puzzles are one thing. The combat, however, is an entirely another matter.
What are you saying? It's not like you didn't level your character up at all or anything, and you're horribly naked in the woods, hoping that nothing kills you. Well, it looks like you're pretty much home free. So now you just have to get down to the key and then the exit. This is why you always carry breaching charges. Yeah, in case you ever want to get into a building. Nick could probably blow the door open with a force bolt spell or use open.
Yeah.
I never even thought to use it, but chances are he'd be like, oh no, we're in town.
I didn't try it with the store. I tried it with the Adventurers Guild, or was going to, but it wouldn't let me.
Yeah. I cast C4.
Cool. I got a key.
Yep, now you just got to get to the exit, right? And the exit's not too far.
Oh, no.
No, it's the one on the wall there.
Yeah, but it wasn't bouncing. Like, it wasn't, like, when it was, like, this side down, it wasn't bouncing all the way up to here, and then I just figured out, oh, wait, what if I just rotated enough that this was going down?
This reminds me of that water puzzle game that I had when I was a little kid, where it's like all the rings that you had to land on the thing. And then I was so little when I had that toy that I broke it open and spilled the water goop everywhere. That was fun times. I remember having to, like after the goop was gone, I basically go, we're not filling it back up, and I had to play with it without the water in it. Ooh, here we go.
Congratulations. You've used the baby Antwerp to get Dr. Cranium's laboratory key from the maze. You add the key to your keyring.
There you go. And save your game. because that was annoying.
Yes.
You did a good job, Nick. Let's open the door.
Great! You've managed to find Dr. Cranium's keyhole and open the door. You pass through into Dr. Cranium's private laboratory.
You did it, Nick. This part totally wasn't trying to advertise Castle of Dr. Brain or anything.
Quickly, Igor, the fluid. I must have the fluid. Oh, excuse me. I thought it was Igor coming in to assist me. He helps out in the lab sometimes. Now then, what can I do for you?
He definitely looks like something blew up in his face several times.
Yeah.
Let's introduce ourselves.
You say hello to the scientist.
Welcome to my laboratory. You must have more than the usual intelligence and perseverance to have made it in here.
Wow.
You introduce yourself to Dr. Cranium and tell him a little about your adventures.
I should be most interested to hear about your travels and your scientific discoveries along the way. Unfortunately, I have very little time for that right now. Perhaps we can discuss your adventures when you next return.
Yeah.
You explain to Dr. Cranium that magic is really a lot like science and even deals with the same elements.
Oh, nonsense! There's no such thing as magic. There is only science. What you call magic is simply scientific phenomena that have not yet been properly investigated and catalogued.
Stares into the camera like I'm on The Office.
Yeah, exactly. Perseverance is an understatement. Very much so.
My name is Dr. Cranium. I am Moldavia's chief scientist and a certified genius. Some call me mad, but I much prefer Dr. Cranium.
Oh.
Ah, yes, science. I'm glad you asked. Science is the process of systematically increasing our knowledge of the world through observation and experiment. Unfortunately, some of the townspeople here seem to have no concept of the wonders of science. Some of them even claim my little inventions are magical. Such poppycock. There's no such thing as magic.
Okay.
Still, the townspeople insisted that I should be able to use my magic to cure wounds and sickness. I told them that I am a scientist, not a doctor, but they wouldn't listen.
Wait, aren't you a doctor?
I had little choice but to concoct some simple elixirs. They were childishly pleased. Science is really so simple once you understand it.
I mean, he might be a PhD, just not an MD.
Ooh, stamina potions. You're going to need those.
If you want to improve your stamina, then you should make sure you eat a healthy diet from all the different food groups and get plenty of aerobic exercise. That is science.
Boo, I want pizza.
Oh, you must mean my patented healing drink. You may have my last one. Unfortunately, I have forgotten the formula for its main ingredient. If you can help me remember it, I will be able to make some more healing drinks, although the work is very time-consuming.
Interesting that he asks you to figure... Oh, Mexicalish. Do you remember the ingredients for Mexicalish in Nick? Well, you would if you opened up your Quest for Glory 4 manual and go to the correct formula for Mexicalish.
More of the old anti-cheating device, or not anti-cheating, anti-piracy.
Yeah. All right, Mexicalish is fire, earth,
That's mostly water.
Pizza, fire, pizza. Remember, pizza is an element.
Yes,
as we learned.
With that information, I'm sure I shall be able to create some sensational scientific solutions.
He can sort of quote about sufficiently advanced technology.
Like, I'm just imagining like the people back in the day who didn't find the pizza elemental.
Yeah, he's still crawling around the desert.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Did I ever ask you, like, what happens if you do beat the pizza elemental?
Oh, you get a special item that just heals your stats to full whenever you're...
Okay.
It's just one of those. It's an extra.
One max heal, basically.
It does it several times.
Okay. Anyways.
Poison cure. You're going to need those.
Oh, You must mean my new universal poison antidote. You may have this one, but I will need some help with the formula to make more. Also, I am afraid I only have time to make one each day.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So you need some Ossipi. Well, let's open up our manual. Go to Ossipi. Here it is on the bottom. It's like they hide them around the pages. They put them in alphabetical order, but each one is like in a different place. So Earth, Fire, Pizza, Earth, Fire. Praise work.
Thank you. With that information, I'm sure I shall be able to create some sensational scientific solutions.
I love that it's the 5 elements from 2, including pizza. And yes. Yeah, take an empty flask, Nas.
You ask Dr. Cranium if he can spare an empty flask for specimen collection.
Of course, of course. I am always delighted to assist scientific research of any kind, and I have plenty of flasks. You may have this one.
Excellent. An experimentation.
Experiments are the meat and drink of science. First, you must come up with a hypothesis based on your understanding of the scientific elements. Then perform an experiment to test the hypothesis. Afterwards, you have a pizza.
Exactly. See? Dr. Cranium speaks to all of us.
Solidity and stability. Air gives freedom and movement. Fire provides power and energy. Water, fluidity, and life. Pizza, of course, is the most important element of all. Pizza represents the essence of well-roundedness and regaining strength. Most importantly, you can have it delivered in under half an hour in most areas. A hypothesis is a scientific guess. One predicts the result of an operation, performs an experiment to test the prediction, then has a pizza to celebrate the result.
I love this guy.
It is very important to stay flexible, however. Sometimes the experiment may give a different result than predicted by the hypothesis. Since real scientists don't like to make mistakes, we always write the hypothesis in pencil.
I mean, yeah, sure, why not?
Pizza is a crucial ingredient in many scientific formulae. There is a nearly infinite variation in its effects, depending on whether one starts with pepperoni, mushrooms, artichokes, or plain cheese. One should always order extra pizza in case the experiment requires additional materials. Besides, science is hungry work.
Pizza is the greatest combination of the 4 elements. He speaks the truth. That's right. Mannery gets
Igor is the gravedigger and tombstone carver. Business has been slow lately, perhaps because there are very few people left in town. So Igor sometimes comes in to help me with my work. Igor has had less work of late. The forest is just as dangerous, but there aren't very many people left in town who are stupid enough to go out there at night, you know. I like to think of it as a sort of evolution in action.
Wow.
Igor is carving out quite a niche for himself in the gravestone business. You might say he is well on his way to becoming a rock star. Then again, you might not. The cemetery is outside of town.
A little graveyard humor
there.
there.
It has proven a fruitful source of materials for my experiments. There are also some interesting and cryptic puzzles to be solved there.
The heavy-handedness of the spelling and the ways of that. What about this?
Essential etheric fluid is an important ingredient in my formula for reanimating dead bodies. It contains the essence of the element of water, the most important ingredient in life science.
Well, next to pizza.
This laboratory is where I perform some of my most important research. Lately, I have been trying to bring life back to a dead body and to brew the perfect cup of tea. Reanimating the dead is just another day's work in the life of a scientist. Even science cannot bring a person back right the way they were, but one can use scientific principles to restore the semblance of life and energy to formerly dead flesh.
Nebuchadnezzar left to make dinner.
The one alchemical
And he comes
combination
back
that I
to
have
this.
thus far been unable to fully analyze is that of a good cup of tea. I'm sure there must be a way to duplicate the effects of nature, but the results have not been promising so far.
Artichoke is a
Perhaps
pizza
you
war
would like a
crime.
cup of spearmint and beefsteak tea? I
No.
thought not.
No.
This is even harder than
Spearmint beefsteak
rehydration
tea?
solution and reviving dead tissue. Research is the heart and soul of science. Without constant experimentation to prove or disprove one's hypotheses, the scientist is left trying to solve the world's problems by guesswork. That is hardly the most efficient way to achieve results. I try to maintain a modest selection of useful experimental equipment in my simple laboratory. Unfortunately, it has become very difficult to obtain the most modern scientific accessories since the road out of the valley became closed by the swamp. Mad? Mad? They all call me mad, but what do they know of madness? I am not mad. A bit perturbed about the world situation and how I get so little respect, perhaps, but certainly not mad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say goodbye to the nice scientist, Nick.
Okay.
Oh.
You say goodbye to Dr. Cranium.
Please be careful not to break the beakers or crack the flasks on your way out.
Look at this nice lab here with so much stuff going on.
Dr. Cranium likes to stay ahead of his competitors. It's a beaker full of eyes, and they all seem to be looking at you.
Oh.
Some sort of complicated scientific experiment is going on here. Could it be the quest for the perfect cup of tea?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what he said he was doing.
A contraption looking nothing quite so much as a giant ray gun points towards the operating table. Now, wait just a second. There's no such thing as a ray gun in Mordavia, is there?
I mean...
Dr. Cranium has an orderly personality, so he likes to arrange things in tables.
Wow. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
This is great.
Come back and visit again. Oh, and if you see Igor, please tell him I still need the fluid.
Well, you just met Dr. Frank and Cranium, and what'd you think?
He seems to be a character.
Save game.
I have concerns.
Of course.
I mean, reanimation of the dead, all nice, well, and good, but there were these zombie arms in the swamp down to the south, so...
That's true.
There is that.
He doesn't believe in magic, though. Let's go to the left and talk to the left, not the bottom. Yeah.
Still you remain. It is a wonder you have managed to live so long.
By your own account, the road to the south is blocked by the swamp, so where am I supposed to go?
I don't know. Let's ask him some questions. Well, say hello first. Or, yeah.
What is it you want?
Tell about
Direct
yourself.
to you. Haven't we done this already?
It changes.
Tell the Burgermeister about your adventures in Shapir.
So, you are the son of a sultan. Your stories are better than 1,001 Nights.
I don't think you're going to convince him.
Probably not.
No, you're going to ask him about, talk to him, because now things have changed. But you just need to ask him about the adventure.
The Adventurers Guild is in the north part of town, but it's closed and boarded up. There have been no adventurers here since the road was flooded. By the laws of the land, I must give you the key for the asking. Perhaps it will be of some use to you.
I see.
Nikolai is an old man and easily confused. His wife has been missing for years now. He cannot face the fact that she is gone.
Interesting.
There you go.
Dr. Cranium is an idiot and a madman. If you are wise, you will stay away from him.
Well, we're not. And we also need healing potions. So to come by every day. You get one per day that you can pick up for free. Gotcha. You don't have to type that in every time either. It's one of those things you unlock. Is a way, like if you didn't pay for this game, and you didn't have the manual or whatever, you just have to play the game with no healing potions.
That seems difficult.
Oh, yeah.
Have you tried playing the game without healing potions?
I did when I was a kid, because I didn't understand that was what he was asking for. I was like typing random things and like, what is this supposed to mean? And my aunt and grandma didn't tell me. I was just playing and clicking on things. Because I was really excited. I finally got into Dr. Cranium's lab because I looked, all the puzzles were so hard. And I finally get in there and I'm like, what does this mean? I don't know what any of this is.
Anything else we need from Mr. Burgermeister?
You just needed the key. So you can go check out the Adventurers Guild. And then after that, I think that'll be a good place to stop.
Okay.
We can just click on the door. You have the key now. Are you going to tell them about the fluid? No, you already asked all these stuff. No. Looks like you don't have them.
Okay.
Igor, he wants the fluid, and he probably doesn't care.
You unlock the door using the key the Burgermeister gave you.
Wow, this place looks like it's had a great time.
It's a rare example of the deadly Mordavian moose, distinguishable by its long, fang-like canines. Someone has strung garlic around its neck, probably in hopes that it will stay on the wall. This desk holds the adventurer's logbook, a quill pen, and an inkwell.
You know, you didn't get a chance to do this in the last game because they didn't have an Adventurers Guild, but remember, every city... Well, let's root...
You sign your name into the adventurer's logbook with a flourish. It's almost become a habit by now.
Yeah. I'm Nick, and I'm here to save the day.
You read in the adventurer's log about some of the exploits of past adventurers in Mordavia. Prominent among them is the story of Piotr and the Dark One's cult. Near the end of the book, Piotr tells how he led the armies against the Chernovi cult outside the Dark One's cave. The fighters were trained soldiers, but the cult members fought like madmen. Suddenly, the cult members changed their forms and became grotesque monsters. Many of the soldiers panicked and ran. The battle was nearly lost. Then Piotr heard the voice of Irana. By all my will, I banish you too. The voice was cut off. The cult members screamed and ran. Piotr entered the cave and searched for some sign of life. All he could find were the grotesque remains of cult members. The only sign of Irana was her magical staff lying on the ground. Piotr picked it up and left the cave, knowing that Irana was beyond his help. Piotr then tells how he brought the staff back to town and placed it in the town square. A garden of flowers instantly sprang up around it. Near the end of the book, Piotr tells that he was going to seek out the rituals of the Dark One and destroy them. There are no later entries.
Well, now you know what your quest is.
Finish what he started.
Pretty much.
That would be a lot easier if the desk had a drawer.
Listen here!
Wow. Ow, my ears.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're making Nick crack a game. Oh man, we'll come back. So let's cut back to the thing.
Okay.
We can save. But yeah, there we go. Let's see here. So now you're in Mordavia, a town
that doesn't really like me. Doesn't really want me to be there, but I'm kind of there anyways, so they're just gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah. The perfect cup of tea is easy. Warm Brownian motion liquid plus atomic vector plotter. And bingo, there you go. You got yourself a perfect cup of tea. It's no Carlos Sultana, but things aren't the rum. Vanilla ice cream and cream soda really are. You guys replace the cream soda with orange soda, but it won't be a perfect Carlos Sultana. Yeah. And thus the Mordovian Lodge is founded. Yeah. Yes, the Lodge. Where we are now full-fledged members, unfortunately for us. Do you think you saw a Universal Soldier and thought I was like to replicate that? I don't think Dr. Clanium thought that. I think he just is a scientist who's read a specific book by an author about bringing a dead guy back to life in a Transylvanian. I don't think it was in Transylvania. Something.
You know, I've read Frankenstein, but for the life of me, I can't think of where Frankenstein was when he started his work.
Well, that's the end of the stream for the night. We're going to continue. The next game will be Nick going into the woods, probably at night, several times. Now that you've talked to pretty much everybody.
Yes.
We did that whole part of the point-and-click adventure where we talked to everyone in town, and by the end of it, we're all like exposition dumped and tired. So then we come back, the game will actually pick up, and we'll actually
get on with dying repeatedly.
Dying lots of times, because Nick has not... You have the max skill points from somebody who had just beat Quest for Glory 2. Oh, thank you, Nebuchadnezzar, for the courtesy and the sub, man. That's really nice. But yeah. So you're gonna die a lot in the woods.
Probably, yeah.
You have to get that scout. Well, fortunately for you are a magic user. This game is better suited to let you win.
That's
except against
here.
The bats.
Well, yes, the bats we have discovered is
they can fly over your
obnoxious.
shit. However, everything else, completely Zorg blowing fire and destruction. Nick becomes a forest bride. Oh my. Yeah, so Arana's piece in the first game.
Yes.
She didn't do anything in the second game. In the third game, she had Arana's pool. Arana's piece in the third game. She just keeps calling him Arana's piece, I guess. Yeah, and then this one, it's just the center of town. So you know that Arana is actually in this area. So you get to finally meet this lady that you've been sleeping in all her gardens. And you're like, yeah, I took a nap in your garden. It was really nice. She's like, you're weird. Well, I mean, if she's still alive, which she's probably not, but whatever.
Debatable at this point. Who knows?
Next time we watch the second number tick up. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, that's it for tonight. We'll be back on Wednesday. I don't know what we'll be doing on Wednesday, but I intend to have a stream anyway. And I mean, if Kevin's not available for that, would you be willing to come back and play more?
I've got something on Wednesday already, sorry.
No worries. I'll figure something out. Anyway, thanks guys for hanging out with us. It was a really comfy evening. Hope you guys are staying warm and safe out there. And yeah. Let me see the mouse and keyboard, please.
Uh-oh.
Just the mouse. I want to show you guys some stuff real quick. I want to show you guys some stuff. Because you guys, I've been working really hard on this little thing called Tex Talks Battletech.
Ooh.
And I want
Are we getting a sneak peek?
I'll show a sneak frame.
A sneak frame.
Yeah, I don't want to play everything. I'll play it like a little bit of something. Yeah, who is Tex? Tex is a guy who is scary, and he threatens me with death every day. No, he's a really cool guy. Actually, really nice and calm. And yeah, what's Robotech? Yeah, this Robotech thing. I know. I gotta wait for Premiere to open. Actually, it's not Premiere that's the problem. It's the project file, which is what we're waiting on right now. Because I've been using the same project file for all of the Tex Talks Battletechs. So they're all in one project file. I mean, they're different sequences, but they're all in one project file. So if I wanted to go back to another project and pull something from there, I can. That's why I did it that way.
Okay, fair.
It doesn't.
But it still screams of madness.
It is madness. Part of it is also that it's trying to run on a platter drive on one of them because I use stuff on an archive. So I'll show you guys something real quick from here. Previous audio device. Oh, we're not worried about audio too much. So let's pick a thing. I don't want to spoil any of the funny things, though. Let's pick... Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll show them the classroom. Guys, the classroom's changed a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm probably going to add a few things to it, but we'll... Nick's already saying it.
I was wondering...
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not going to play the audio because it's not finished yet. And there's. I mean, this is.
No, but I was wondering if stream could see.
Oh, not yet.
Okay.
I don't want to show everything. Oh, let's move that guy out. All right, let's bring this up to full. This is a work. Let's bring that out. Look at that. There's the classroom. Totally fine, and nothing is wrong, and everything is just A-okay. This is what you're gonna get into next Tech Talk BattleTech. Well, the last time we left off on the Exodus to Elementals Part 1, as you remember, we made it to Space Station 13. And as you could tell, it must be later in the round because something is going wrong in the station very quickly. I also recently found Boat Bomber. Yeah, he's a great guy. He's also in this a bit. Yeah. I expected it to be on fire. Oh, don't worry, Ed. You'll get your wish.
Yeah, I'm
more.
seeing a hint of possibly smoke, and as they say, where there is smoke, there is fire. So
and look, there's the clown. Fucking clown. That clown's in. He's coming. Look at that clown go. Where's he headed? I wonder why he's running that way really fast. I'm playing slow motion. Oh, because security's right behind him. All right. Anyway, that is all I'm going to show you guys. That is just the opening. We are nearly complete. There's just a few other tweaks I got to do. A lot of sound and stuff. But it will be on next... Not next... I think it was like whenever's the 20th. Let me take a look at my calendar. Yeah, next Wednesday. It's the 20th. That's when it should be going up on YouTube. So May 20th will be when it's out. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. We've worked really hard on it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks a lot for hanging out with us. And we'll be back again on Wednesday with more Courtesy Flush. So until then, you guys take care. And let me go ahead and... Oop, forgot the thing. Yeah, you guys take care, and we'll see you on the next Courtesy Flush. Until then, take care. See you later.